everybody. I'm Wreck Monkey. You probably know that because, you clicked on the game. But today we are playing... I forgot the name. Yeah. The Stanley Parable. It's gonna be... Actually... Oh. Should I do full prep? I'm doing medium. Enter my current time. One. Hold on, let me just... Go to loading screen. Huh. Go to loading screen?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I think the guy's name's Stanley. I'm not sure.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not...
Anyways, a quick ad. Make sure you're subscribed because only 89% of y'all are subscribed and 10% are. So it would really help if y'all just real quickly just scroll down if you're on the computer and just press that subscribe button. Thank you.
One single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, shoot. So I'm pretty sure
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I'm pretty sure, oh, it's like a choice game, I guess. Where's 456? Where's the meeting room? He on teaming.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hold up. I don't quite have hands, so I can't see my lefts and rights, so I think it's my left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
456. Wait, 456. Oh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
456. 456. Let me open the door. What? Where am I? Anyways.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What? Yes.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I know. goated. I'm back. I won't jump off.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I might not fall off.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Who is her?
Your chance to redeem to let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
Mommy? The end. What the? Do I just say?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your, then pick up the phone.
I'm afraid of women. How do I?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I didn't know how to open it.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
I thought I was skipping cutscene because I was pressing circle.
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis making process.
What is
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Dang.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Crazy. Stop your yapping.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
Wait,
we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
I'm about to say, why is it fenced
Imagine
off?
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We
Gee
just need to
whiz.
get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay, so nowhere to jump off. Yeah. Speed run. Okay. Oh, I can open doors. No, man. Gee,
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I don't want the real world. Wait, what do I not left? What is we yapping about?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
They're not open. Never mind. I'm gonna go on my left. Why not? Actually, this is right. B. Oh, 4, 5, 6 isn't in. What?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Not the
office,
pie chart.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Crazy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There is no downstairs, okay. Nah, the most fancy place in the whole world.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. He knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
I forgot the password
He
already.
drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Dark Shark 1235. What?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115? What? Night Shark.
I'm sorry,
115.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into... Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm still gonna go on left, I don't care.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
what
choosing.
going
I'm
left
quite
is
sure
not
you'll
good,
be up to the
apparently.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
We probably are.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Go home.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
We will.
I have to.
Man, my PC. Oh, my PC. Oh, my PC.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That the world outside of you, you're a child. Oh, my story.
I guess this is how.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
That's
I
it?
need you to walk through the door.
Dang.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Nah.
Is everything all right?
Crazy. This game is so
Stanley,
good.
this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Nah.
Are you there?
Made by Unity.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Dang.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Bro is so sad. No. Never mind. Anyways, chat. It's gonna be it for today's video. I hope y'all liked it. And if y'all want me to make a part 2, then that's goated. I'll wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time.